every single time it ends up being
awesome.
Only because I have such awesome guests like you, Mr. Guys, this guy right here. Okay, first of all, if you're listening to the audio still and you're not on YouTube, go ahead, subscribe to us on the YouTube so you can check out the video versions of our podcast. So you can, if you don't already know, you better ask somebody. Mr. Miguel Tucen in the house, episode 199. What are we doing today, bro?
We are doing today Psychology of Social Dancing.
Psychology
of social dancing. Yes.
I like it.
There is, I mean, for those that don't exactly know who I am, my name is Miguel. And the Miguel. And I come from somewhat of a mental health background, psychology background.
That's right.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that I like about the human mind, and my journey through salsa dancing actually brought me to this mindset of what we actually bring to the table when you walk into your first social and you're dancing with certain people. That feeling of not knowing exactly what's going on, but then being able to go onto the dance floor and know exactly who you're dancing with just by a dance.
Yes.
So one thing that I love bringing up, and I bring this every now and then in my classes, is that social dancing is social. It's implied in the name. It's something that you do socially.
I appreciate that you do continuously bring that up because sometimes people do miss that.
Mm-hmm. And it's a conversation that you're having, and in that conversation you get to know your partner, but you also get to know yourself. So when you go onto the dance floor and you've danced for the first time, for example, you're having these number of steps that you're taught in your class, your first class. Oh, I'm do a right turn, do a left turn, do a right turn. But the next level beyond that, or even like several levels beyond that,
right,
is the fact that you find yourself in the dance, you find your identity in the dance, and then you either become the dance or you are able to express yourself during the dance. And that's what I mean by psychology of social dancing.
Okay, so this is actually really nice because for a lot of our listeners, I would say that this is definitely the overall arching theme of what we talk about. So this is a perfect fit. So with that said, I'm gonna ask you some questions.
Okay, all right.
So you said next level or a few levels. You listed a few things.
Yes.
You said you can get to know your partner, you can get to know yourself, you become the dance. What would you say now? Because you've been dancing now, brother, how long?
Oh man, I've been dancing for like 20 years.
20 years.
20 long years.
Don't ask him how old he is. Don't do that. Don't ask me how old I am either. Okay. So for 20 years,
Yes.
Next level came, at least for me, embarrassingly more recent than I would like to admit.
I wouldn't be embarrassed about it, but yes, go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I appreciate that. You see, this is my favorite teacher. Okay, so for you,
Yeah.
when you're, okay, pause. I'm going to go back one question.
Okay.
When was the last time that you had a dance?
Okay. I had like a dance.
I'm talking about not, going through emotions. Obviously, we in our work, we got to, we're going through the motions with the students and that type of deal. I'm talking about like dance from the heart, Miguel.
Okay. Well, the thing is, I have many different instances. The last time that I had like dance from the heart was, I would say in your studio.
Okay.
I would say a couple of dances that I had with a couple of the other instructors.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm kind of giving a vague answer is because dancing for so long and finding out at that point in time, as you said, like, we find out later than sooner.
Boom.
You get to a point where you transition from like, I'm just doing a couple of steps to like, I'm going to put my heart and soul into every foot, I'm going to actually connect with the music. I'm going to actually like I'm going to have a conversation with the person I'm dancing with. I'm going to tell them how I feel without words. It's kind of like it's a very surreal thing.
Absolutely. Magical, I say.
Yeah, because it's something that you're able to do and people look at you and you're like, wow, I could tell you're happy. I could tell it's when I say when you said something very interesting. You said that you found out later than rather than sooner, or something along the lines.
Right.
And I don't blame you at all for that, because it's something so simple that a lot of people seem to overlook it because they're having the wrong lens when they're going to dancing. Yeah, they have the wrong lens when they're going into dance.
Oh, the wrong lens.
Yes,
It's beautiful.
I'll give you one perfect example. I already gave this example to a couple of my students. All right, it's a very toxic example.
Okay, that's okay. All right. Well, I appreciate the disclaimer.
Thank you. So everyone can relate. You broke up with your boyfriend or girlfriend, right? And you see your boyfriend or girlfriend in the next social. And you want to tell, or you want to show this ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, that significant other, that you're happy, that you want to say, look, you know what? I'm gonna dance with some random person so that I could show them that I'm happy. And okay, so how long have you been teaching how to dance salsa?
2006.
2006. We have like what? At least maybe. Well, teaching 2006 and then dancing maybe even longer. At least okay, we're not gonna go do the math. But how many students have you taught ever to make someone else jealous?
Oh my gosh. No, I try not to do any of that.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Of course. But how did that person know that they can make someone jealous with how they dance?
Oh, that's true. Mm-hmm. That's true.
Who taught them that? That's the psychology. That's the psychology
wow.
of dance. When you go into social dancing, that's
the power.
That's the power. That's there's something that you're saying. There's something that you're
wow.
transmitting. There's something there's a conversation being had in a different realm. I know we're getting very weird here, but a different a different realm of communication that a lot of people don't realize it. There you have a student that probably doesn't know how to her left or his left feet versus his right, but now he's there literally transmitting emotion to another person. I'm gonna make this person jealous. Where is that? Where is that in your dance? And now let's go away from the toxic.
Right.
Yeah, let's go away from
the
that
theme,
the toxic theme, and let's go to themes that are more innate, but at the same time not really looked upon. It's like, when's the last time you wanted someone else to feel happy? When do you want to transmit happiness? When you want to transmit joy? When you want to transmit the ability to enjoy the moment to another person? These are things that you could learn eventually, later than sooner.
Right.
To tell that to a person without saying anything. You could use your body, you could use your dance, and through the dance you express this conversation. I know this is probably a lot, but
no. This is right on the money, man. And what's so crazy, as your analogy is what's got me, is because I think maybe even sadly, that everyone would know how to make that ex-boyfriend or that ex-girlfriend jealous.
That's why I use that analogy,
right? Because I think we all kind of I guess we could just relate to that, and it's okay. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna? It's just that intention, of plugging that in, and wow, that's because that's exactly it, bro. Yep. That's that decision of uploading the movements with an intention, a purpose.
With the context.
Yes.
The context of who you are, what you're bringing to the table, what you're trying to submit. These are conversations that obviously you have to have with yourself before doing, but it's just raw emotion that's being put into your step. And that's
emotion.
Yes, raw emotion. And it's a very abstract way of thinking. But when you learn how to let go of this is just a dance and be happy while expressing yourself over the dance, then your dance becomes, something people remember. I remember a long time ago you told me, and this is actually based off of what you told me a long time ago in regards to seeing two old people dancing. They're not doing anything at all, but you know that they're in love. And that's the context. That's the beauty of it. You see it and you're just like, wow. And you remember that. Forget bacalao complicado.
Right.
Forget all those other complicated moves that we teach here. You just remember that they're in love. That's the psychology. That's the social psychology, the psychology of social dance that I want to bring to everyone's attention. It's just more than just movement. It's
Absolutely. It's the medium to express
Yes.
whatever it is that you're feeling in that moment. But I think, like you're saying, I don't think, because people don't have that conversation with themselves beforehand. What do I choose to upload? What do I want to feel? Because the song and the dance and your partner even are allowing for that want that to happen. And I'm still blown away by your metaphor, because everyone knows how to do that.
Everyone knows it's innate.
Everyone knows how to do that. So there's not that question of, oh, how do I do that? How do you have that feeling? How does that sauce come out? No. You know how to do it already. You know how to do this already, but let's shift it, of course, from let's say a negative intention to a positive intention. Here's a question.
Okay.
Do you think that perhaps we have more practice being negative, pushing negative? Like why do we relate to that? Oh yeah, I can make that other person feel jealous, but not necessarily as much as feel joy, feel peace, feel love. Like is that a variable in that?
Yes. So this is why I mentioned, and I specifically had the title this way, because that's where the psychology comes in. Negative emotions are a lot stronger than positive emotions, in the sense that you let yourself be carried away by negative emotions a lot easier. A lot of people, especially when going to the social dance floor, they don't know what they bring with them, and a lot of people
Wait. Oh my God.
Well, hold on. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
They don't know what they bring with them.
They don't know. We don't know what we bring.
If we don't take the time to turn over those stones, we don't know what we bring to, and then sometimes we wonder why in our relationships or in our social dances, same thing, why the same thing keeps happening to us that perhaps we don't want to happen all the time.
Exactly. A lot of what you bring with you is kind of it's a very Star Wars quote, by the way. It's only what you bring.
Star Wars is allowed here.
Star Wars, yes. So only what you bring with you. When you go into the emotion of wanting to bring joy, wanting to bring happy, you also have to ask yourself: are you happy? Or are you feeling joy? Can you feel yourself in the moment? A lot of people, and I know this because I've been an instructor. 15 years maybe. I've been an instructor.
Right.
And people come to the door. They come through the door with their own problems, with their own traumas per se, with their own
baggage,
with their own mental state of life. And you could see that immediately as an instructor. You see how they move. You see how they step. They're insecure. They're not sure of themselves. They're not confident. They don't share the moment. They don't understand that this is being transmitted in their steps. What they're looking for is something to make them forget about of that emotion.
Right.
What they're looking for is happiness. So then it becomes a very psychological thing, because you end up teaching people about themselves. It's not about the dance.
All right. No, 100%.
Yeah, you teach them about themselves.
So it's like they're students, and again, and this is quite literally everybody, including myself, by the way, when when I stepped in, and I'm going after something, assuming that this dance can provide this for me, an escape, when what it's really doing is actually magnifying, because we're using art as the medium.
Yeah.
Right. So the same way, like, okay, if these I can imagine. I think I spoke about this in a previous episode. Like, have you ever been to a painting with a twist?
Yes.
So I can imagine that those instructors kind of same deal, that they can tell a lot about a person by the way the painting kind of comes out. Because I imagine like a sedenta. You see everybody do a sedenta, right? That it's all the same move, but it all looks a little different.
Yeah.
The same way that these guys kind of see the the painting's all a little bit different. I just find that to be super interesting because what we're trying to do really is like, okay, look, man, stop looking over here.
Yeah.
I need you to look over here, which is really like stop looking here, and it's more like look here.
Exactly.
And then obviously doing that in the nicest way possible.
In the nicest way possible, in a friendly environment.
This, of course, that helps.
Where you accept, because and this is also another big one. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time to get into that conversation, but
no, we got to have a part 2, baby. All good.
Okay, well, we can do a part 2. Are you going to? And this is probably a way deeper question than I would like to. Well, okay. Well, let's just go with it.
Let's go with it.
When you do look inward, are you going to enjoy what you find?
Oh, absolutely.
And that is the ultimate. There are people that will come and they'll be like, look, I've known. Perfect example. There's dancers that I've seen with the best technique ever. One of the best dancers, technique-wise, by the book, how to do a right turn, how to do a left turn, how to style, how to use your body in a way that it expresses. But what they express is nothing. And then you see
it's like an empty vessel.
It's an empty vessel. And then you see like, but where are you? Where's you've been practicing salsa for so long, but where are you in your dance? Where can I find you? How can I speak to you?
I gotta slow you down because there's so much gold.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you in your dance?
Yes.
So there's your dance, and then there's you.
Yes.
Two different things. So I think, and again, that emphasis, this entire show is based off of exactly that. And first, of course, there's your dance, and then there's you. The dance doesn't, I don't even think, graduate to become a dance until you are in it. I think movement plus you equals a dance.
Yes.
Right? Because otherwise it's just, like you're saying, empty. It could look beautiful.
Yeah.
It can even be impressive or cool. But I would challenge the idea that it would be moving.
Yes.
I've seen some incredibly simple dances that have brought me to tears because I'm able to feel what's going on as that transmission is being pushed. And again, I go back to your metaphor of how or maybe it's just me that I'm relating it to it too much. Possibly, I'm assuming that everyone would feel that. It's like, okay, if I'm just like, oh, I'm so upset, and I no, I'm gonna just be happy, right? And I would know what it's raw emotion.
Yeah.
And then of course putting that through a channeled medium,
Yes.
can be with the right energetic frequency be something very, very, very beautiful, very tasteful.
Yeah. I love how you mentioned frequency, because I've actually spoken about this with another one of my students years back. And I've related it to the story of the Bunsen burner. You know what a Bunsen burner is, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Bunsen burner.
I do not know the story of the Bunsen burner.
The story of the Bunsen burner? Okay, so the Bunsen burner is you or me or anybody, right?
Okay.
And the Bunsen burner, depending on how you fix it, like it has settings for how the fire comes out. You know, the fire either comes out very, very wild, or it comes out that nice blue little fire. And now the idea is that you want to penetrate steel. So this Bunsen burner is trying to penetrate steel. How does it do it? And it has to combine, long story short, has to combine the emotion, that raw, wild emotion of the fire, just letting it loose, combined with the ability to focus that into one single nice blue blade of fire that's able to penetrate steel. So then like
a laser type,
kind of like a laser, if you want to say, but it gets hot enough to penetrate steel, but it only gets hot enough if it focuses. So you have to combine that raw emotion that we're speaking about, and that technique of being able to portray what it is that you're trying to say. Clear, concise thought. That is what penetrates steel. The steel is like the heart, you could say.
Sure.
That is what speaks to people. Because when you do any of the different variations without the other, you get a very nice blue flame, but it's not strong enough.
Right.
Or you get a very wild flame that burns everything, but it doesn't penetrate.
Right.
So yeah, getting.
No. We're right on the money here, and I think at the end of the day, if we're gonna really take it all the way, I think the purpose of art is to inspire others, is to touch others, is to teach them something about themselves, the world, whatever.
Yes.
To convey a perspective, even if it's completely wrong. I don't think that matters as much as the idea of a message being delivered to allow someone the opportunity to reflect on that. And by, like you're saying, if you have the medium, if you have the AKA the technique, and then you have that emotion, the you coming in, then we can actually penetrate steel, as you're saying, and touch hearts.
Yes.
As we kind of go through this, and I've let's use the old people in love example, right? Like that, you could have an entire dance floor, and then everybody in the room is just looking at that one couple.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's well, why is that? There's the flashy, and then there's the touching.
Yes.
And I think that carries a lot more weight. Al final del día.
Another good example that I've recently came into contact with, because I now have a daughter. My daughter dances. Right? And so now
of course she does.
And you see, and this is actually, this goes good. This goes well for my beginners and at Salsa Kings, or beginners in general. If you're starting salsa, if you're starting something, just realize, like, looking at a 2-year-old or looking at a 1-year-old dancing, they're not the best dancer.
Right.
But they dance with all of that emotion.
Yeah,
it's just raw emotion,
so
just
awesome.
like, being happy, and then you get lost in it. You just look at them, you're like, this child is happy. That's all it takes. It's really all it takes, and it's something that I don't, maybe because of complexities of life, I don't understand why it becomes more difficult as we get older. Because exactly.
We've been lied to. The enemy has a strong foothold in this dimension.
Yep.
And we get in our heads, and we think that we need to do certain things to feel certain ways. It's a decision.
Yep.
Right? We were gifted this, thank God, and
amen.
And let's roll with it. Let's dance more salsa. Let's dance more mambos, casino, bachata, tango, whatever you're into.
Anything, whatever it is that you do, just do it. But do it with everything, with whatever that means to you. Whatever it is that you bring, find out what that is, right? Be friends with that.
Oh my God, it's a third one. Be friends with that.
Yes.
Are you referring to yourself?
Yes.
Be
friends with yourself. Accept yourself. You gotta. It has to come from a place where you're not throwing a version of yourself that you hate to people.
Right. Absolutely.
You have to.
How people gonna like you if you don't even like, and you're throwing it at other people and like, love me.
Exactly. Like, oh, pity. No, don't like. Find who you are. Accept that. Be friends with that, and share that with the world, because it's the most amazing thing. Whether you realize it or not, you will eventually come to a point, and hopefully these words mean something to you. You'll get to a point where you'll find yourself, and it's going to be the most awesome thing ever. I'm going to tell you it's the most awesome thing ever because I've seen it. As an instructor, I see my students. I see what you can do. I see what you're capable of, and it's a beautiful thing. This is the reason why we stick here and teach people how to dance salsa.
I'm not the one saying it. He's saying it now.
Yeah.
I'm not the one saying it. He is.
Share that to the world. It's the most beautiful thing you could do. That's what people want to see. Hold on.
That's what people want. You're exactly right. That's what people want to see.
Yeah.
That's what people want to see. And when that comes out, I got another one for you.
Oh, okay.
I got another one for you.
Truth bombs.
When that happens, when you got the technique and then you got the emotion, or at least enough technique to push a signal.
Yes.
Right? I feel like all the cameras disappear.
Yes.
Everyone forgets to record.
Yep.
I find that to be quite literally a phenomenon. Like how everyone just immediately they get lost. They're captured in the moment.
Yes.
In that present moment because of you. Because you had the courage to be yourself. Like how amazing is that? And then you talk about Rueda Casino.
Oh my God. Yeah.
When you have 3 couples, 4 couples, 5, 6 couples that just are pushing themselves into the group to then just feel that energy being returned 3, 6, 9-fold, whatever that is, that just begins to roll, like literally.
As a casinero and as a dancing rueda, that's what we look for in ruedas. That you look for. You literally go into. I mean, from experiences of mine, you go to like ball and chain. You see a rueda, and you're like, oh yeah, I know they can't hang, right. because. I know that seems rather shallow.
Right. But there's the going through the motions,
of course,
and then there's the dancing.
Exactly. There's only so much that you could do to. It's frustrating to be able to be in a position where you could share that with the world, and the world is just like, yeah, so what?
Right.
Or they don't meet you with that same energy that you bring to them.
Okay. I'm gonna go about.
Okay.
We're gonna go there.
Right, number 5.
We're gonna go there.
Number 5. Fifth troop bomb.
Familia. Salsa Kings Familia. My theory, to your point, of why it can be upsetting for, I guess you could say, of those with experience, because you don't need to be experienced. You just need to be yourself. The issue is that people are not taking the time to discover themselves. Are not enough. They're not prioritizing it. Life gets in the way, and the job, and the wife, and the husband, and the kids. And I get it. Oh my God, I get it. But then there's you. There's you. All of you in your infinite complexity. And this dance, this silly salsa thing, like offers so much. And I would imagine that the rest of the arts do as well.
Yes.
But it's so inspiring to me that whether you play guitar or don't or want to, or whether you love, sculpting, or you do New York style mambo on 2, like whatever you do, the more self-discovery that you can essentially exercise, which by the way is arguably the hardest thing to do on the planet. Would we agree there?
Yeah.
Let's make that clear, right? Easier said than done. But that's gonna allow you to bring more to the table. Right? So when Miguel's talking about, and I have to 100% agree, is it's almost like it feels cheated. Right?
Yes.
To go in and like, okay, I'm giving 50, not 50%, just a 50, right? When the rest of the group combined provides 12.
Yep.
And it's like, I'm not getting a return on investment here energetically. Like I'd rather just dance with my wife.
Yep.
Right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because there's a return here, and that's just the way the universe works. Yeah. So if you're listening to this and that bothers you, okay,
wow.
We challenge you to keep training. I keep going to class, right? Yes, keep going, left turn, right turn. Yes, but what we're talking about is like, feel that, upload, continue to practice uploading that, and that's, would like to say that our organization does do that
Yes.
from the beginning. We
Yes.
talk to the babies and say, yo, like, and sometimes it falls on deaf ears, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But there are some that are listening. There are
Yes.
some with their eyes open and their ears open.
They're seeing the difference of, and it comes from the years of salsa that we've experienced. Like 20 years ago, the way that salsa is being taught is not the way that we're trying to do things at Salsa Kings. Because like, yes, the move, yes, this, and yes, all these other different aspects and foundations, but that little aspect of finding you, of finding yourself, of finding family, of connecting with the people around you is something that is very much what I feel at Salsa Kings we promote. Which is, and it's nice. It's wonderful because, and a truth bomb that I kind of came into realization while you were speaking about everything, which was absolutely wonderful, by the way, is that people come through the door to find themselves or to look for something that they already have.
Oh, oh, yes,
yes. You go through the door.
Oh,
and
yes.
And this also applies to the social dancing.
Oh, that's
You're
beautiful,
going
bro.
through the door to find something you already have. How you go about realizing that and how you go about accepting that is the journey that if we go and we're speaking about. If it sounds like a very abstract, yep. There we go. Yeah, you see, that's the journey that we're speaking about.
Yes,
That journey of finding what we already know it's there. That's one of the most beautiful things. That if anything, if there's any salsa class that you could take with me, that's the greatest lesson you could ever take home. The greatest.
You already got it.
Mm-hmm.
There was another analogy, and we'll close with this.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
To think of ourselves like an onion. And over the years, we've developed layers of protection. Protection from the world, from physical harm, emotional harm, mental harm. And I think the journey is the working of peeling those layers back again, and to come back to who we are. And the reason why, guys, love you, bro. The reason why, guys, we talk about this is because you want to have more fun dancing. Like, I'm talking about directly applicable stuff. Like, be you. Be your silliest, funnest, authentic, truest self. And because the dance floor is the most appropriate place to shake your butt. Like, literally, like the place where it is appropriate and no one will be making fun of you, or at least no one's opinion that matters, because the ones that are making fun of you are sitting down.
The ones that are making fun of you are the ones that haven't figured themselves out.
Correct. And you triggering them because you're doing the work and exercising being yourself.
Exactly.
When they haven't yet found the courage to be able to do so, or haven't come to the place, the dark place in their life that forces them to begin to find themselves. But I think, but look, I think dance is a beautiful environment to allow that shift to take place.
Yes.
Because that's what I'm saying. They're the people that are sitting down.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm done sitting down. It's that place, that dark emotional place where it's like, I'm done. I'm done being in this dark place. I want to shake my butt like that guy.
Exactly.
That guy's happy. That girl's happy. I want to be like them.
Peel off the onion. It's going to smell. And that's
And that's okay.
And that's okay. That's okay. Your mistakes is what makes you unique.
Yes.
And that's also something that I love to teach. I love to teach the fact that
Nobody can mess up like you.
No one can mess up like you. Your mistakes is what makes who you are.
Yeah.
But again, we're that. Oh man,
That's great.
Yeah,
This is great.
That's great. That's great. We're gonna have to leave that for the next.
Yeah. We might have to do a part 2, guys. Oye, mate. Listen, I hope to see you guys on Miami Salsa Cruise 2026. It's the last week of February. Check out MiamiSalsaCruise.com. Sign up for the VIP list. You're going to get a discount off of your ticket. If you're a Salsa Kings member, you and a guest, the event ticket is waived. So you can just go ahead and get your cabin reserved. We're going to have a nice group there. Myself, Miguel, the rest of the Salsa Kings staff. And hopefully you guys will be there as well so that we can share a few dances and a lot of awesome conversations just like this, including our journeys as well. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can check out Mr. Miguel Tucen in action with the beautiful Dariana Futeflore Martinez Garcia. She made sure that I got all of the names in the previous episode.
That was fantastic.
I hope to see you guys very, very soon. Again, Andres Fernandez and Mr. Capitan Miguel Tucen. Episode 199. Psychology of social dance.
Psychology of social dance. We out.
Bye-bye.